Fashion brands and beauty industries turned to making face masks and sanitizer for coronavirus. Many of our everyday fashion staples that we take for granted were once rooted in utility. Jeans were designed as a solution to miners' needs for durable workwear. Pants were adopted by women when they entered the workforce in World War I. And the invention of casual sportswear coincided with the new fast-paced lifestyles of Americans in the 1970s. So while face masks are now being adopted to reduce the spread of COVID-19, they're quickly becoming an everyday fashion accessory here to stay. The masks began appearing almost immediately after the infection was identified, first in Asia, where masks were already common, and then in Europe. These days they're everywhere. And nowhere there is a serious face mask shortage. Fashion brands Prada is the latest big-name fashion brand to turn its production lines, usually focused on elegant blazers and blouses, to meet needs arising from the coronavirus crisis. It said it would produce 110,000 masks. CUCCI has started to make more than 1 meter face masks, and Yves Saint Laurent and Balenciaga, both of which, like CUCCI, are owned by CUCCI, will also begin manufacturing them. LVMH, the luxury conglomerate LVMH, which owns Dior, Fendi, Louis Vuitton and Givenchy, announced that it would be supplying the French authorities with more than 40 meters face masks, having agreed an order from a Chinese manufacturer. Luxury fashion houses Balenciaga and Yves Saint Laurent also start manufacturing surgical masks for their own staffs pending regulatory approval. Parent company LVMH, Louis Vuitton's parent company, will use its perfume production lines to start making hand sanitizer to protect people against the coronavirus outbreak. LVMH is also using some of its perfume factories to make hand sanitizer gel, as are other cosmetics makers. As clothing and cosmetics shops closed their doors, companies and manufacturers decided to support the battle against coronavirus. In France, many local fragrance makers are contributing to these efforts in their own way. Christian Dior, Guerlain, and Givenchy are making hand sanitizers to fill the shortage in the markets. Their products will be delivered to the French government for free. A local luxury clothing manufacturer in Piedmont is producing masks to respond to the shortage in Italy, the European country hit worst by the coronavirus outbreak. Major brands such as Zara, H&M and Prada are using their factories to produce necessities solely for medical staff. Dior French fashion label Christian Dior started to produce face masks for workers in supermarkets and other sectors still operating during the coronavirus outbreak, echoing moves by other luxury brands. Other fashion companies in France and Italy, home to some of the world's biggest brands, and have also turned their hand to making face masks or medical blouses, including Kering's CUCCI, Prada and Chanel. Dior said its face masks would be donated to workers in key jobs, such as in transport or food distribution, albeit not hospital staff, who have so far been the first port of call for protective gear requisitioned by authorities. The beauty industry, several cosmetics and perfumery groups have recently announced initiatives to combat the COVID-19 pandemic, starting with the production of hand disinfectants and hydroalcoholic gels. A movement initiated by LVMH and followed by a number of companies. Here's a list of some beauty companies lending a hand during the coronavirus crisis. Bulgari. The jewelry and perfume label Bulgari is helping Italy. It has made a donation to the Spallanzani Hospital to enable the purchase of a high-definition 3D microscope needed for research into infectious diseases. The brand is now calling on its historical partner in perfumery, ICR Cosmetics, to produce hydroalcoholic gel in large quantities. This production, packaged in recyclable 75 ml bottles, will be entrusted to Italian Civil Protection and then distributed to the facilities fighting against COVID-19. L'Oréal. The beauty brand is using its factories to produce hand sanitizer and hydroalcoholic gel to distribute throughout Europe. The Foundation L'Oréal is also donating €1 million to the associations working to help those most disadvantaged during the crisis. Estée Lauder. The company announced that it will reopen its manufacturing company in Melville, New York, to produce hand sanitizer for healthcare personnel. The beauty and fashion giant, which owns brands like Dior and Givenchy, was one of the first major companies to announce it was switching gears in its production lines to start making hydroalcoholic gel. Orly International. The nail polish and nail care brand announced that its Los Angeles factory is making 75% alcohol hand sanitizer. Coty Inc. The beauty conglomerate, which is the manufacturer behind makeup and fragrance brands such as CoverGirl and Gucci perfumes, is the latest to dedicate its manufacturing services to the production of hydroalcoholic gel for medical and emergency services personnel. Thank you for watching. Stay home. Stay safe.